What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking another look at the Kobe 5 Bruce Lee, the God Killer batch from the US warehouse. Before we get into these, I want to remind you that this video and all the other content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If this is your first time here, go ahead and like and subscribe for me, guys. I really appreciate that. Very helpful. You can also then be sure to follow me on Instagram and then TikTok at kvegaskickz. Guys, I appreciate the support. Let's take a look at these Kobe's. So if you follow my channel, you know that I have reviewed this shoe before, multiple different batches, but even this one, the God Killer batch, I have not picked them up from the US warehouse. I am trying to start doing that some to show you guys what you can expect. So let me show you their information right there, including that discount code KVEGAS. Of course, all that will be in the description. Be sure to use that. I know they'll take care of you. Let's take a look and see how they did. So you got your Kobe 5 Pro-Tro outsole. This one is in a solid rubber compound. Of course, you got the black, red, the yellow, the red Shizuku, real carbon fiber. All that looks as it ought to. Rubber compound feels fine. I've actually got a pair of these myself. These are for my son. These are men's 14. I have a 13, of course, but I can say that they do squeak on the court for those of you that want to know that. There's a shot of that. Great traction, no problem. Kobe 5. I've never really had an issue with it, especially the solid rubber compounds. I feel like they're slightly better than the semi-translucent. Just don't seem to pick up. Don't be the dirt magnet that a translucent one is. But at any rate, you do have good traction. You got your Nike Zoom there. Of course, you got your Kobe code, and then KB on the toe box of your right shoe. Looking at this pair for glue residue, looks to be pretty clean. Honestly, didn't do a whole lot of looking before I took these out for the video, but all in all looks good, especially around this area. Real clean. That is one thing with the US warehouse. If you're not familiar, you can get them faster. They typically get to me, which I'm on the East Coast, in about 5 business days, but you don't get QC picks. So this is really something that if you're in more of a hurry or not quite as picky about a few things and you're not worried about it, you can use this route and get your shoes a little bit quicker. Now, as far as fit and the comfort, these are the God Killer batch, and I have never had one that did not fit like retail, and that's the same thing here. Even though these are a 14, I went ahead and tried these on, and they fit. It's a true 14. I've got my size 13 to compare. Comfort-wise, the God Killer batch sticks to the Pro-Tro setup. So you are going to get that top-loaded Zoom Turbo unit up in the forefoot. Nothing in the heel but the cush line. I do feel like the new Zoom units that they're using are not quite as stiff out of the box, which is a good thing. Doesn't take the same break-in time that the God Killer batch used to, which is, again, a very good thing. Now, the upper of the shoe, of course, the Kobe 5, you got that skin fuse upper. Looks good with that black and then the bright yellow. The black does have that kind of, I don't know if shimmery is the right word, but it's got that effect to it. It's not like a matted out finish, and it's certainly not glossy either. I'm hoping that's showing up for you on camera. You can see the difference between the glossy yellow panels and then this black. Again, I don't have the right word, excuse me, but you got your red scratches. Toe box shape is perfect. Yellow toe cap. And of course the materials all on point. Again, I've got a pair of these for myself that I wear all the time, so no complaints. You got the yellow laces over top of your torch tongue, and then up at the top of the tongue you got that nice metallic silver Shizuku pressed in super cleanly. And as per usual, Kickwho gets a really good shape on the tongue there, that nice little spiral. Same thing here, nice sleek design on the ankle collar area, not too wide, and then you can see that correct ortholite style insole down there. I did remove that from the other shoe, so we'll see that here momentarily. Your swoosh in black, outlined in metallic silver, and it is the correct size and spacing. If you had a S2 batch of this shoe, for example, the swoosh would not come out quite as far, be a little bit smaller, just not be spaced properly on the shoe, whereas the God Killer, it is exactly as it ought to be. Of course, you can see your fly wire in that skin fuse, and then you got your black mesh padding here at the back. The padding feels amazing, no problems with that at all. And in the back of the shoe, again, I think the God Killer batch gets the overall best shape in the back. I got that nice wider, and then goes up to the tapered top. Got your red, and then of course your heel counter in black with the red signature, and of course your 5 indentations there. Medial side, you got your perforations, and then that black swoosh again outlined in metallic silver. So This one looking really good. Let's check out the left one and see how they did on this one. Looks pretty clean. Is there maybe a little bit of glue right there? It's kind of hard to tell the black on black, but all in all, thus far I'm impressed. And looks good around here. Outsole. Again, now I have already had these on the court, try them on, do the squeak test, all that kind of stuff. So if they look a little dusty, that is why. But I always try to do that. I want to let you guys know how they fit, although with a God Killer, I know I know how it's going to fit, but still. There's your Shizuku again, and let's take a look at our strobe and see what we can see. You got the gray strobe threading in white. Can't really see the outline on this one of where that Zoom turbo unit starts, but obviously it's there. And then that's about as good of a shot as I'm gonna be able to get you of that size tag, guys. Now these just came with your standard tissue paper, and then again you do get the correct mold your foot Ortholite insole. Sorry, I'm thinking about a Kvegaskickz. It's the split insole, half of Kobe's face, and the 2 if you had the other insole out, it would finish his face, and the 4 of course. This is something that can be swapped out if you don't like this and you want a more cushioned insole. But you see all that glue, go ahead and do that right away, because that glue will heat up, stick to your strobe, and then be really hard to get out. If you have not done that, you decide to try to get it out, I've heard that you can use like a hair dryer to loosen up the glue. Just be careful, because that heat could also loosen up the glue on the midsole. So just again, be careful with doing that. It's best just to go ahead and do it right away if you're going to swap out the insole. Let's check out the box. So with this one, of course, you get the OG style Protro box, which is correct. It's what would have come with this release. So the flat black box with the gloss signature and Shizuku on the top of the lid. Get a swoosh there. Of course, your branding on the bottom. Another swoosh, and your box label is going to be Kobe 5 Protro. We got Del Sol black and metallic silver. Again, these are men's 14. Inside, you just have the regular white tissue paper. I don't believe there was anything else inside the box as far as stickers or anything. But as you can see, and this has been pretty standard too from the US warehouse, the boxes come looking immaculate. I mean, not a ding on it. That looks great. Very happy about that. And the shoes, again, nothing to complain about that I see. Comparing them to my personal pair from the regular warehouse, no issues at all. So anyway, guys, that is my unboxing review of this Kobe 5 Bruce Lee, the God Killer batch. I hope that you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials and be on the lookout, guys, because we've got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.